Hey there, YouTubers. We're in Door County, Wisconsin. Join the voice and I as we show you another place you should check out yourself. You've got busy lives, so no intro. Let's just get to it. First off, we're going to share with you Peninsula Point State Park. At the entrance to the park, there's actually a golf course, which looks like a nice one. Then we're going to take you to the small town of Ephraim for a traditional fish boil dinner and a beautiful sunset. But again, I want to show you where in Wisconsin this is. So the Door Peninsula is like a little pinky that sticks out into Lake Michigan. And if you do a straight line, it's not far from the Upper Peninsula at all. Peninsula Point State Park is beautiful and it's huge. It has a lot of camping that we saw, but not enough for us. So we had to stay outside of the park. And I'm going to try to show you as best I can this wonderful park. And as always, I really do it because I think you should come here and see it yourself. This is a really cool viewing platform, and we're going to come back to that later. Seriously, this is a huge park. We visited on a beautiful day. It was a Saturday, so it was a little crowded, but not too bad. You can check this out, and I'm going to stick some music in here from time to time. If you want to have a picnic, that's a good place to do it. Tell me that's not an ocean, you know? It's a bathroom, so lots of people stopping and looking at each other.
Big boat. Look at all these little islands.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. See, if you have a boat, you just pull up on one of those little islands.
That's somebody's doing that right now.
Yeah.
This is Eagle Bluff Lighthouse, and by the way, any pictures you see will be about 2 seconds-ish throughout the video. Like I said, it's a really big park, so back in the car, but we did see a lot of people biking here. It's a Skyline Road, Middle Road. This looks like the UP. This is Sven's Bluff.
Where's the bill?
Who's Bill?
He said it's 25 feet long.
Okay.
They got solar on the roof.
Big island you see there is what again? Chambers Island, because it says it probably right on the sign. And then way in the distance, the little bit, that is the Upe. If you go through those trees, it's a very long way down.
Yeah, I got some pictures for you, man.
Good. We got back in the car to the next place, but I didn't show you that. Down by the water, not up there. And it has to be 20 degrees cooler. I'm sure it's not, but it just feels so much cooler. It was pretty hot. I think we're doing a little hikey, walky around stuff here. I think after this, there's one more thing we're gonna see. And that's that. I know, right? Lake Michigan ain't too shabby. Found some wildlife for you. Yup. They built a tennis court here. I think it was grass at one point because it's been here a very long time. And we found a very old cemetery.
It's really pretty here, though.
Mm-hmm. Bueller, Bueller. Everybody Bueller. See, I didn't lie to you. I told you we'd come back to this viewing platform. Let's check it out.
Oh my God,
47.
I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
We made a tactical error. We did not bring liquid refreshments. 4 steps.
94.
Somebody's getting tubed.
I believe. There's Horseshoe Island.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at the photo, please? You can have first.
Go faster with that tube. Lots of boats out today. It is a beautiful day. It's at least 80 degrees. Feels even hotter. One seriously cool viewing platform I didn't check. I don't know exactly how tall it is, but it gives you some great views. When we got down, someone else went to get the car, so I ran down and take a look at something I thought might be pretty cool. Turns out that's the view of where we're going for a fish boil dinner. If you don't want the stairs, they do have a ramp. So that was Peninsula Point Park. We're now back at the campground that we stayed at to shower up and get ready and go have our wonderful dinner that I'm going to share in the video in just a couple minutes. Stick around. You ain't seen everything yet. Don't be concerned, because if you've been here before, you know I will be doing a campground review video. It'll just be separate. This is long enough now. You got good stuff to see. Hang on. Another nearby campground. Beantown. And maybe they're from Boston. I don't always know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. Usually. Look at those people all sitting out on that dock. They're living a good life.
Oh, there's the post office.
We arrived in time, not early, but in time for our reservation for this fish boil. And it's really cool. It's more than just a dinner. They put on a show of cooking it, so let's check it out. Sorry I couldn't get closer.
One of Door County's oldest traditions, historic Door County fish boil. I am the boil master here at the old post office. I do every single fish boil here at the restaurant, which comes down to roughly 400 of these every season. And I was also born and raised right here in beautiful Door County. So I will tell you guys a little bit about our famous fish boils that we do up here. Starting with the fish we use, that's what I have right over here. So I gotta kind of keep moving. Everything's done on my little timer here. So fish that we use for our fish boils here in Door County, they're all fresh. They're all locally caught Lake Michigan whitefish. They're caught from both sides of the peninsula, Lake Michigan side, and out on the bay, depending on the time of year. And we do buy all of our fish from local commercial fishermen right here in Door County. We get fresh fish delivered just about every other day. Your fish were all caught yesterday morning. They go lift their nets for them, usually every other morning. So that means you almost always get them cooked 1 or 2 days after they're caught here at the restaurant. If you've never been to a fish boil before, these are whitefish steaks. They are not whitefish fillets like you get at normal restaurants up here. They're basically just chunks of whitefish. I take the whole entire fish and I cut them all up like this into steaks. That's what I was just doing in the kitchen a minute ago. That does mean that all of the bones are still in the fish, which does kind of throw a lot of people off. However, the servers quickly remove the bones for you here at the restaurant right before they serve it to you. So believe me, it does make for a much, much nicer experience not having to deal with all those little fish bones. And also too, this is only half of the fish for you guys. There's 115 people at this fish boil. Well, you can't put them all in the kettle at once for this many people. So what I do, I come on and I cook the other half of the fish as soon as you guys all start to head inside. That way while they're serving this one, we have a fresh one out back here cooking. So kind of just assured by the time the servers get around to all of your tables that you're all getting some fresh hot cooked fish. So you can do all the potatoes and onions in here at once, and then the fish you do in batches like this. Oh yeah, and everybody gets 2 of these. And this is part of 1,800 pounds they caught yesterday too. So they are catching a ton of whitefish this summer. I mean a ton. How do they look? They look good. They're as fresh as you can get them. Good for you. That time of the year. Usually October is the best month for the fishing, but it's been good all summer this year. This is the end of the road here. Okay, these will go in the kettle for about 7 minutes, which should be right about now. And it is exactly 7:09. We've been doing traditional fish boils here at the old post office restaurant since 1978 now. So 46 years they've been doing fish boils right out back here at this restaurant. I've been doing them here for the last 9 years. We do the fish boils in every single type of weather condition, no matter what. So yes, a little kerosene on this thing to get it ripping hot again.
Come on, I felt that.
Now before you guys all get here, I fill the kettle up with salt is the only seasoning you put into a fish boil. That's pretty much all the Norwegian settlers had back in the old days. However, it does season everything quite well. The fish, the potatoes, and the onions. You get your fire burning. It takes about 20 minutes. Each fish boil takes a half an hour. Potatoes go in the kettle first for the whole half an hour. Onions go in the kettle second. About 5 to 8 minutes after the potatoes go in, and then the whitefish go in the kettle for the last 7.5 minutes or so. That's all it really. And on an average season, I cut up and boil about 35,000 pounds of whitefish out of this kettle.
35,000 pounds. That's just one place.
Now the fish boil itself, this is an old Scandinavian tradition. It was started off by Swedish and Norwegian immigrants back in the 1800s up here in Door County. Northern Door County, where you guys are all at, is very rich in Scandinavian heritage. You do kind of see it all over up here. Well, the fish boils are a part of our old Scandinavian heritage as well. Most of them came up here and worked in the logging industry. Those would have been your two jobs back in the 1800s up here in Door County. And the logging camps and the little fishing villages back in the 1800s up here. So that's pretty much how this all started off. It wasn't until around the turn of the century that people started to appreciate all this natural beauty Door County has to offer. You guys can go inside and eat. Sound good? Sounds good to me because I'm out of breath. All right. Kids, don't try this at home. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Feel that?
There it goes. That worked pretty well. Thanks, everybody.
Look at the sky.
So there's a lot of people here, so there's a lot of seating. We had inside seating because we booked these a ways in advance and you never know what the weather's going to be. The fish looked and everyone else said it tasted awesome. I don't do fish, so I had ribs and I didn't have a vegan day. I did take a bite and it was not fishy. Staff was great and they worked hard because we were the middle of 3 servings today. There are about 350 people on this Saturday. Then just across the street, a beautiful sunset. Perfect. I used to go totally overboard with these sunsets. This might be just a tiny long. Hope you enjoy. Heading back to the campground after a fantastic day. You really should come to the Door County yourself. You know what'll happen. You'll have a great and wonderful day.